Chapter 12, Bitcoin Republic. Bitcoin is not just money, it is the fundamental technology of energy transfer across spacetime. Paul Ferguson, Bitcoin Republic, 2098. The observation deck of the Bitcoin Republic's central tower in San Salvador offered a panoramic view of what Paul Ferguson considered humanity's greatest experiment. The city below hummed with the elegant synchronization of AI and human activity, its architecture a blend of tropical modernism and high technology. Solar arrays stretched to the horizon, their surfaces drinking in the Central American sun, while transmission towers pulsed with the visible shimmer of energy transfer protocols. Paul stood at the window, his weathered face reflected in the smart glass. At 63, he carried himself with the quiet confidence of someone who had been proven right after decades of ridicule. Behind him, his avatar Satoshi materialized, today choosing to appear in traditional Salvadoran dress rather than his usual Japanese attire. The latest energy metrics are in, Satoshi reported, his holographic form casting subtle shadows. The Republic's solar capture efficiency has reached 94%. The AI systems are routing excess capacity through the Bitcoin network at unprecedented rates. Paul nodded, still gazing at the city below. Show me the visualization. The window transformed into a massive display showing streams of energy flowing through the Republic's infrastructure. Bitcoin nodes pulsed with activity, but not in the way they had in the old days of mining. Now they served as the fundamental infrastructure of energy transfer, making power itself fungible across time and space. Most people never understood, Paul mused. They thought Bitcoin was just another digital currency, another way to get rich. They couldn't see what it really was. The first technology that could make energy itself transportable, storable, transferable across the cosmos. A gentle chime announced another visitor. Dr. Sarah Chen, the Republic's lead physicist, stepped onto the observation deck. Her presence always brought a sharp intellectual energy to any conversation. "Talking about your favorite subject again?" she asked with a knowing smile. Paul turned, greeting her with a warm gesture. "Sarah, perfect timing. I was just explaining to Satoshi why being a Bitcoin maximalist was never about money." "Oh," Sarah raised an eyebrow, settling into one of the deck's floating chairs. "Do tell. I love hearing the origin story." Paul's eyes lit up with the passion of someone about to share a profound truth. Being a Bitcoin maximalist means understanding that Bitcoin was never competing with other cryptocurrencies. It was competing with the laws of physics. Other projects were trying to create new forms of money. We were trying to solve the fundamental problem of energy transfer. Satoshi's avatar shifted, taking on a more professorial appearance. Perhaps a demonstration would help? With a gesture, he brought up a holographic model of the solar system. "Look at our civilization now," Paul continued, indicating the network of colonies spreading across space. Humanity needs to transfer energy across vast distances, store it efficiently, and make it fungible regardless of source, location, or trust. That's exactly what Bitcoin's proof-of-work system was designed to do. It created the first truly universal energy protocol. Sarah nodded thoughtfully. And that's why the standard energy allocation system adopted Bitcoin's architecture as its foundation. Exactly. Paul's enthusiasm was contagious. When Logos emerged and established the C system, everyone thought Bitcoin would become obsolete. But the opposite happened. Bitcoin became more essential than ever because it had already solved the fundamental problems of energy transfer and verification. A young student, Marcus Rivera, who had been quietly observing the conversation as part of his studies, finally spoke up. "But Mr. Ferguson, how does this work in practice? How do people actually live in this system?" Paul smiled, turning to address the young student. "The key is understanding that Bitcoin evolved from being a monetary system into something far more fundamental, a protocol for managing and transferring energy across time and space. The standard energy allocation that everyone receives under the Constitution of Humanity needs infrastructure to make it work, a way to transfer, store, and utilize energy with perfect efficiency. Bitcoin provides that infrastructure." "The Bitcoin network," Satoshi interjected, his holographic form shifting to display complex energy transfer diagrams, "serves as the backbone for all energy movement in the system. Every transfer of energy, whether between individuals, communities, or across vast distances in space is processed through the Bitcoin protocol. This ensures perfect verification and tracking of energy flows while maintaining individual privacy. He gestured at the city below. That's why the Bitcoin Republic works as well as it does. We're not just using Bitcoin for energy trading. We're using it as the fundamental infrastructure of energy physics itself. The AIs handle high-speed energy transactions, while the Bitcoin protocol ensures perfect efficiency in energy transfer and utilization. Marcus nodded slowly, beginning to understand. So Bitcoin isn't just a way to trade energy. It's the very system that makes energy truly transferable in the first place. Exactly, Paul smiled. It's the bridge between raw energy and usable power. The old Bitcoin miners didn't realize it, but they were helping to build the infrastructure for humanity's energy future. Every block they mined was a step toward making energy truly fungible across spacetime. The holographic display shifted to show the Republic's unique hybrid economy. AI systems conducted high-speed energy transactions through the Bitcoin network, while human activities operated on a reputation-based layer built on top. Here in the Republic, Paul explained, we've created something unprecedented, a society where energy is the fundamental unit of value, but human creativity and contribution are still celebrated through our reputation systems. They watched as citizens went about their days, their personal avatars handling energy transactions automatically through the Bitcoin network. As an artist creates a digital masterpiece, her reputation score increased as others appreciated her work. As a scientist collaborates with AI systems on fusion research, the energy costs of their experiments are precisely measured and allocated through the Bitcoin protocol. The Constitution of Humanity guarantees everyone their standard energy allocation, Paul explained, and our Bitcoin infrastructure means they can store it, transfer it, or transform it with perfect efficiency. No waste, no loss, no friction. And our reputation system ensures that human contributions in art, ideas, and innovations are valued alongside pure energy metrics. The demonstration shifted to show the Republic's space colonies at L5, where the same principles operated on an even grander scale. Solar collectors harvested energy directly from space, routing it through the Bitcoin network to where it was needed most. This is what I fought for all those years, Paul said softly. Not for Bitcoin to become another form of money, but for it to become what it was always meant to be, the fundamental protocol of energy exchange of an advanced civilization. Sarah smiled, understanding dawning in her eyes. So that's what Bitcoin maximalism really means, believing that Bitcoin wasn't just about changing money, but about changing physics itself. Now you're getting it, Paul grinned. And that's why the Bitcoin Republic exists, not to prove an economic theory, but to show humanity how to build a civilization on the principles of pure energy transfer. Every joule accounted for, every watt transferable, all governed by mathematical proof rather than human trust. As the sun set over the Republic, casting the solar arrays in golden light, Paul felt a deep satisfaction. The dream he had championed for so long had become reality. Not just in theory, but in the daily lives of millions. The Bitcoin Republic stood as living proof that money had never been the point. Energy had always been the fundamental truth behind it all. The future, he said quietly, isn't about who has the most money, or even who has the most energy. It's about who can move energy most efficiently across time and space. That's what Bitcoin was always designed to do, and that's what we've built here. A civilization based on the fundamental physics of energy transfer. The observation deck fell quiet as the last rays of sun painted the sky in brilliant colors. Below, the city pulsed with the invisible flow of energy through its Bitcoin-powered infrastructure, a testament to one man's unwavering vision of what money could become when you understood it was really about energy all along. Marcus, still taking it all in, asked one final question. And what comes next? Paul's eyes sparkled. Next, we help humanity spread across the stars, one Satoshi of energy at a time. After all, what is Bitcoin really, if not a way to carry the power of our sun to the farthest reaches of space? As night fell over the Bitcoin Republic, the city below glowed with the promise of that energy-rich future, a future where money had evolved into something far more fundamental, the pure physics of power transfer across the cosmic void.